Hello Capricorn, Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. We're going to be doing your end of January tarot card reading. So let's hop right in. Also, happy birthday to anyone, any Capricorns out there as we go through the month of January, all that fun stuff. And just as a reminder, this is going to be a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Everything here is to empower you to make the choices that you need to make in order to create the life that you want. Okay. So let's talk about, let's see, the past. We got a few major arcana here as well. Okay. So I think here in the past is really saying, let's start off here with the Six of Swords. So I think for some of you, you really left some type of situation where it just wasn't working out in some type of way, whether it be just a very difficult situation, something where it was tumultuous. I don't know why that word comes to mind, but really it just wasn't in alignment with what you want or needed in your life at that moment. Again, this is talking about the past. So again, for some of you, you left that because I think we also got the Seven of Swords right here. It's saying to me that for some of you, if you went through any type of betrayal, any type of deceit or lies by people or situations in the past, that was the reason for leaving. There's something here where, either something caused you some type of pain, where something was either information was withheld, or something was not being truthful or upfront about themselves or their intentions, and ultimately you said to yourself, okay, well, I can't be in that type of situation. I can't be with someone who's willing to lie or betray or withhold information from me for their own self-preservation or their own self-serving intention, so now it's time for me to move on. I think even more so with that Six of Swords reversed, I think for some of you, it's like that wasn't a hard decision for you to make. I think it was just very simple. It's like, oh, this is not a good situation. Obviously, they've shown their true colors, or this situation has. So now it's easy for me to leave. Now that's my way out, So we got the Four of Pentacles as well. So here, I think for some of you, I think by going through this journey and this transition, I think you've learned, or I think for some of you in the past, it made you want to hold on tight to your energies and your resources and your abundance, to be kind of more protective over them, if that makes sense. And that's natural, when something happens where we are either taken advantage of or we are lied to or anything like that, it makes us want to put up our walls. And that's understandable. It's a survival thing, it's a survival thing in our mind, and that's a fair action to do. So I think for some of you, if you have dealt with a situation like that where they betrayed you in some type of way, or you had to move forward or away from them, and it made you want to put up your barriers, put up your walls, and just not receive any new opportunities anymore. That's kind of what I see here in terms of the past. Now let's talk about the present. I think here, for some of you, it could have been a love situation, or maybe even just a friend, or even just anyone close to you. I think here, because we got the Two of Cups, again, this comes right underneath that Six of Swords here in the reversed. So I think for some of you, if you did, if whoever betrayed you or lied to you or was deceitful, whoever that was, if it was especially a loved one like a partner, I think maybe some of you have moved on from that. And as I said, that Six of Swords is saying it really wasn't a hard decision for you, so maybe it didn't really hurt you as much. It was just kind of like, oh, I'm glad to know this now. Okay, I'm good. Time to move on. So now it kind of opened you up into possibly receiving new love, or maybe just connecting deeper with a friend, or if some of you, just kind of connecting deeper with family or whoever your support group are as well. So really, I see there is some type of love that was born from that, that you were able to connect with someone on a much deeper level. Also, we got the Six of Pentacles. So as I said, you go from the Four of Pentacles, talking about conservation, talking about, maybe holding on to your resources and stuff like that. And now you're able to give again. We got the Six of Pentacles, talking about, this man has a scales in his hand. So now, as I said, you may have been closed off in the past, but now you're willing to let down your barriers and walls once more because you've healed from that experience. And now you're willing to give back to others, allow others in, and be more available to those around you, to share your abundance, share your gifts, share whatever it is that you know that you're able to give to other people. But now also you have a better understanding too, where you don't give out too much, you always consider your own self-care and self-needs at the same time. Again, that scales, balance. So here it's like, I think even from that past experience, again, this is right underneath that Seven of Swords. So from any type of betrayal or deceit or hurt from the past, it's like, you've learned now to include yourself in that, in your life, to also make yourself a priority. Even though you can be there for others, you understand that you can only be there for others when you are taken care of as well. So you know how to take care of yourself from that as well, from those past experiences. In the center of your reading, we got the World card here in reversed. So here, I think for some of you, as I said, if there's anything that happened in the past where you have to leave a situation or put you in some type of transition period, it's really saying that you've learned a big lesson from that, if that makes sense. The World card talks about talking about like a big process that maybe took a while to learn, or a while to come to some type of end or completion, if that makes sense. In the reverse, it says like, if that ending, it may have ended in a way that maybe was unexpected. It may have led to, as I said, difficult lessons that had to be learned through, possibly in a negative way, again, any type of betrayal or otherwise. But still, as I said, you've healed from there. So even though, it didn't end the way that you wanted, you still got the lessons and wisdom learned, and you didn't hold on to that survival, victim mentality. Because I see that with the Four of Pentacles, really. It's like, by going through this process, and then you had two choices, really. You could have continued to be walled up and scared and not allowing people in. But I think for some of you, in the present, it's saying like, you use that time to heal so that you can be out there in the world still again, that you could still be available for new love, like that Two of Cups, be available to share your gifts in abundance with people, like that Six of Pentacles. So even though things ended in maybe not the way that you imagined or in the most ideal way, you still used it to your best of your ability to learn that wisdom that the universe wanted to give you and teach in terms of lessons. So then let's move on to the future and big themes that you may want to consider. So let's start here with the Judgment. Judgment card here in reversed. So really, I think there's something calling to you in terms of like, a big calling from the universe. There's a calling to action of some kind. I think for some of you, I think it's really learning how to take anything from the past that may have hurt you and to heal and be reborn from them. I think it's really putting to bed or putting to rest, if that makes sense, anything from the past that you may still be holding on to. Not really even holding on to, but really just something that really may be affecting you still, in terms of like maybe an old belief system or maybe old pain that is not present here in the moment, but you still maybe like may cause still some discomfort or dis-ease of some kind. So really here with that Judgment card, I think here is really learning to trust yourself. Again, that's really the message that's coming to mind. Really trusting yourself, because this is right in line with that Seven of Swords. So it's hard when, like, if for whoever resonates with this message, it's saying, if you had anyone who truly has lied to you or really betrayed you or trust in some type of way, I think here in that the Judgment card is saying, learning how to trust people once more and to really be open. That's really the word or the lesson there, is to just be open and trust that whatever anyone shows you, and you have to trust that, especially in love, for some of you, if there is that Two of Cups moment where you are sharing love with a partner, to trust them and to understand, that is the risk that we take with love. We give our heart to another person and we have to trust that they won't crush it or misuse it, mishandle it, take advantage of it, whatever it is. So here I think there is something here in terms of a lesson that the universe is continuing to show you in terms of from past pain or experiences, learning how to trust maybe on a deeper level in a new way, if that makes sense. We also got the Chariot. Here I see a lot of movement as well. I think for some of you, whether it be physical movement, changing location, or even just movement in your own life, this comes right underneath that world card reversed. So as a big as I said, as a big cycle has ended in your life, now the Chariot is saying, that there is going to be forward movement in terms of the new beginning. It may come as something very fast for some of you, whatever that may be. But also it's saying, you have a direction from everything that you've gone through. And now that you know that this chapter, the previous chapter, has ended in your life now, maybe now you have an idea of where you want to be heading next. What's the next path you want to take? What's the next action you want to take? The next ambition, the next move, whatever it is, So here this shows a certain clarity of where it is you want to be heading in life and in your path and your goals as well. We got the Two of Swords here in reversed. So here the Two of Swords, it's really saying the same thing. I think for some of you, you have trusted your intuition to make something happen. This comes right underneath that Two of Cups here. So it could be something, a big decision in terms of maybe possibly moving in with your significant other, maybe changing locations with your significant other, them moving into your place or whatever it is. Or maybe moving to another place for love if there's a long distance potential or something like that. That's kind of what I'm getting, especially with that Chariot. So here there's something with the intuition here that's saying, you were given these choices and you are choosing to trust your intuition for possibly love or connection of some kind. So that's kind of what I see there in terms of a general reading. Let's pull out some cards to see things that you are facing or have faced and are ultimately letting go of your life at this moment. Got the Page of Wands. Okay, let's see. Oh God. Okay. We got a few here. I'm going to choose this one, the one that popped up. We got the Three of Swords. Yep. And then, let's see. Oh, another one. Okay. Okay, here you go. And we got the Six of Pentacles yet again. So, okay, so let's talk about these. So here, in terms of what you're letting go and what you're facing, you're really letting go of, here with the Page of Wands, anything that really limits you. As I said before, this comes in the line of your past. So really anything that really has that you feel may limit you in terms of expansion or moving forward with your life. As I said, dealing with betrayal or any type of trust issues or anything like that, I think really facing those things, I think you're learning how to let those go. You're learning how to come to peace with them so that they're not going to keep you stuck in the past, and they're going to actually give you new truth and wisdom to guide you forward and let you enhance your awareness, if that makes sense, and your knowledge. So here, I think for some of you, you're letting go of anything that hampers your growth, that limits your growth, limits your potential, if that makes sense. We also got the Three of Swords. So again, any type of pain, this comes in the same line as that Two of Cups. So any type of relationship, that maybe was in the past that may have hurt you or that may get in the way of your new relationship or potential love in the future, you're learning how to let that go. You're facing it. You're letting go of that pain. You're releasing those swords so that your heart can heal as a full, whole thing. There's no more blockages. There's no pain in the way. Your heart is coming back to whole, stronger and brand new. We got the Six of Pentacles. So as I said before, you're releasing any type. You are releasing any. Any type of belief system where where you put priority of others over yourself. Ultimately, as I said already before with that Six of Pentacles, you are releasing that because now you're understanding that you need help, you need generosity, you need love yourself, and that sometimes when you don't get it from your partner or people from the past or anything around you right now, on a deep level how to give yourself that self-care and love as well. So you're releasing any type of old belief system saying, I have to be there for other people. I have to put other people first, all that stuff. Now you're saying, no, I need time for myself for this day. And then when I'm better, then I'll come back to other people. But right now, this is about me. So I think for some of you, you've come to that realization and you're making it a priority to take yourself seriously, to take yourself in terms of if you need something on that emotional level, intellectual level, or even just like on a recreational level, even some type of fun to, break up the routine. I think you are making sure that you are taken care of as well. So we got, in terms of these cards, these are cards that are blessings or lessons that are coming in for you. in the future that may have not come to fruition yet, but they are coming for you. Finally, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Like to see this. So it's saying, again, someone of self-care. You know, I think from this journey, whoever resonates with this reading, it's saying that you're going to learn how to take care of yourself. There's going to be a certain type of abundance from that self-care as well, probably on that emotional level. And also here, if there is anything work-related, you know, as I said, you're going to learn how to have a balance of work life and also home life or recreational life, you know, or anything that you find pleasure in. So here it's really saying, you know, that you're going to find balance, you're going to find a new sense of abundance from within, you know, by going through this journey, and the universe has that coming in for you right now. We got the Three of Cups right here. That lands right next to that Two of Cups. So really it's saying there's something here to be celebrated. If it is love or potential for new love, or even just love for yourself, you know, there's something here to celebrate about what you're going through right now. You know, I see definitely a lot of healing. I see a lot of potential for and growth from the past that you are now using to guide you forward in terms of your future. So there's a lot of things to be celebrated. And so here I think it's like reconnecting with your friends, family, support system, community, all of that stuff, and to really have this as a time to celebrate all the things that you've come from, all the things that you've conquered and gotten over, and now you're in a place where you can celebrate something brand new. We also got the Eight of Wands right here. So here it's really saying there's going to be a lot of new energy coming to you. You may feel revitalized. You may feel like there's a lot of, again, potential for new things to happen. You know, this energy and this willpower that is coming to you, you know, it's going to light a certain fire within you. There's going to be a reignition or reigniting of passion, of interest, of motivation, of desire, you know, of life in general, but also your own personal ambitions, your own personal goals that you may have for yourself. So here I really think for some of you, from that fire of like of that reigniting of that inner flame that we have inside all of us, not only is it going to motivate you, but it's also going to purge a lot of the darkness or anything in the past that may still be in there. You know what I mean? So fire is very purging. It's a cleansing thing. So that's what I mean when I say that. It's going to do that in terms of pain, but also light up your light that you have within your body and your soul, that radiance that may come from inside of you that people can see sometimes when they say you're glowing, you know. So really it's saying, you know, it's going to diminish the shadow and also let your light shine. Let's pull 3 more cards in terms of big themes of what this reading may be all about. We got Whispers. Ooh, I like that. The mysteries of it. That's really cool. Okay, what else we got? Light. What did I just say? Literally light. Your light is glowing. Your that inner fire is going to light up you. Honesty. Wow. Okay. Touch upon that in just a second. So first, let's talk about light. As I said before, you know, there's going to be a reignition of something inside of you. You know, whether it be your ambitions or your willpower, whatever it is, your desires, your passions. But all of that is going to give you a lot of energy and a lot of drive and motivation to try and attain those things. So again, you're going to be reignited. The light is going to shine from within you once more. Finally, honesty. As I said, you know, talking about the first card, talking about being deceived or betrayed by other people. You know, I think you're going to learn a lesson, as I said, in terms of just trusting other people and all that other stuff, but also learning what honesty is, maybe from other people. You know, as I said, with that Two of Cups, that Three of Cups, you're going to understand what it's like to be around honest people. You're going to understand what that looks like, what that feels like, how those honest people truly communicate and treat you as a person. So here I think there's going to be something in terms of honesty, you know, in terms of not only that with other people, but, you know, I think there's something here with yourself too. It's like you're going to be more genuine with who you are, becoming more authentic with what it is that exactly that you want out of your life, and those around there who you allow in your life as well. Finally, Whispers. I like to see this, because really I see here in terms of really the Judgment card, you know, as I said, there is a call to action from the universe. You know, in the reverse, I really feel like that is kind of like whispers, because as you can see with the Judgment card, usually it's them blowing a horn, that angel right there in the upright. So now in the reverse, it makes me think of like, instead of a horn blowing that's very obvious, now it may seem like a dampened horn. Maybe it's like something that is very subtle. you know. So here, if you are getting any type of inklings or like intuitive like thoughts that are just kind of more subtle in your mind that make sense to you, listen to those things. I think that is your intuition, the universe giving you whispers of knowledge and intuition and enlightenment of some kind. And so there, I think it's like kind of like also your subconscious mind as well, trying to let you know what your inner desires are, what your inner needs are as well, so that you can manifest those things, because that comes from, again, your light, your soul, you know, your soul purpose. So that's something to consider, if that makes sense, whoever this resonates with. So that's what I see here for some of you Capricorns for end of January. So there's a lot of interesting new lessons coming in for you, a lot of potential for love, and I think by coming to peace with some things from the past, you're going to also learn a lot of enlightenment when it comes to truth, knowledge, honesty, understanding others, all that other stuff. So again, if this reading did resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't, and also consider leaving me a comment, because I love hearing from you guys. So thanks again for watching. I want to wish you the best, and I will talk to you next time. Goodbye.